Sam. I'm doing a drunk history about Anna of Cleves, and I just sat on my dog's toy, and I just found this empty jar of peanut butter that they ate. So Anna gets from Germany to England, and she gets there, and she's like, oh my god, you guys, so crazy, I'm in England, and she's so nice to everybody. Everybody who meets her is like, oh my god, I love you, you're so nice. You dress kind of weird because we're English, and we're in the Tudor era, and we make fun of German fashion. It's kind of weird, but we love you, oh my god. And so she makes her way all the way across the country, and she gets to this town, and they're putting on this thing, and like these bulls are fighting, and she's watching them, right? So she's watching these bulls fight, and then what happens is this man comes in while she's watching these bulls fight, and he's like, hey, I came here, I want to check this out. And she's like, what? But like in German. She's like, what? Okay, that was racist of me, don't judge me. So like, she's like, he's like, oh my god, this gift, it's from the King of England, are you ready? And she's like, yeah. But like, she doesn't speak English, so she's like, yeah, in German, and then her translator's like, yeah, in English, and she's learning English. She'll get there, don't worry, babes. My puppy's still crying. So this guy comes in, he's like, oh my god, I got this gift from the King of England, you want to see it? And she's like, okay. So she like looks at it, and like, he's like, oh my god, and then he smooches her. He straight up smooches her and is like, just like flattering her, flirting with her. And she's like, OMG, dude, I'm gonna marry the King of England. You cannot just kiss me. Like, she's saying that in her brain. She doesn't say it out loud because she doesn't speak that much English yet, but she's like, OMFG. So she's just trying to be like nice. She's like, you know, like a guy, you know, you might reject him and he might kill you. So she's just like, okay, yeah, this is this nice guy that I met on the streets, and like, you know, I don't really want to diss him because then like I might end up in his car, and then he might kidnap me and hold me in a ditch for like a million years. So she's like, okay, I'm just being nice. And she's watching the bulls fight, and she's not really paying too much attention to him because she's like, if Henry VIII, the King of England, who I'm supposed to marry, finds out that this dude was smooching on me, and he thinks that I'm like reciprocating that, like, what is he gonna do? Because like his last wife, like, he told her that she couldn't have any female midwives, and then she died in childbirth. And like, his wife before that, he straight up had her head chopped off. And then his wife before that, he divorced her, and then she got old and died. So like, that sucked. I don't want to be like that. So she's like, she doesn't want to give this guy too much attention. And Henry, he's like, why isn't she paying attention to me? Why doesn't she like me? I'm here, I'm dressed up as Robin Hood, I'm super hot, I'm giving her gifts. What the fuck is wrong with her? So he gets mad, and then he leaves. And then he comes back, and when he comes back, he's dressed in this purple velvet fucking robe. And all the lords around her are like, oh my god, King Henry, and they're like bowing and like losing their shit. They're like, oh my god, it's the king. Everybody drop to your fucking knees. And so they're all just like, oh my god, the king's here. And she's like, what? That's the King of England. That's my husband. So that's really scary and stuff. So then she's like, okay, it's fine because like I was still loyal to him. Like, I didn't know he was he, so, like, it's fine that I, like, ignored him. And then they go and they, like, walk around and they talk with each other and stuff. And everybody's like, yeah, this is going really well. And then Henry gets back and he's talking to his peeps and he's like, hey, I think I like her not. Like, what? Just because she damaged your ego, boy? That ain't no thing. Like, you cannot. Like, can't. What? Because your ego's hurt? Like, this is straight up this beautiful woman from Germany who's just come to see you, and you say, I like her not? And that's where the myth of Anna of Cleves being ugly comes from. Like, a lot of historic accounts of her, like, actually from the time describe her as really beautiful. Like, she was really tall, which, like, at the time they were like, that's so hot. And, like, she was really tall, she was really pretty, and like we have these portraits of her sister, and she's drop dead gorgeous. So like you know that the portrait that Hans did was like somewhat similar, because like you can see the family resemblance. You know she was so pretty, and now she's known as the Flanders mare, the Flanders mare, and that's so sad.